Twitch.
And Twitch, yes.
So everybody gets to tune in. Oh, yeah, I forgot what I did last time.
All right, we just making sure Twitter and is good to go. And we about to get started again. Leave your comments below. Yes. Any topics you want us to talk about tonight,
so everybody gets to
let us know.
In.
Terrence B. Smith, what's good? Mr. Will Good, what's good?
All right, we just making sure Twitter.
It's Jamie, Jamie and Malia. What's going on?
Leave your comments below. Any topics you want us to talk about?
Sorry, people.
Uncle Caesar, Johnson H. Friends, what's good? What's good? Shorty Taylor, A Will 1029, McAdoo 92. I like how McAdoo. I like the name.
McAdoo.
Yeah. Let's see. Light Skin in Style. What's going on?
Light Skin is in style.
Oh,
Trill Talk
TV. What's going on? All right.
Okay, we ready.
We got to get this thing popping.
Yes, God. All right. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, podcasters, YouTubers, Twitterers, Facebookers, IGzers, Twitchers, and the whole wide world.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Y'all know this is Brains and Beauty times
2. I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami Heat, baby. Hello.
Oh, She'll Talk TV say first Miami hat game on point.
Thank you. I want to do too much tonight because we're gonna break. We are. Let me just back it up.
Oh Lord.
So let me do this thing before we even start any show, any podcast. Let me just do this right. Mm-hmm. First of all, I have to say, shout out to my Miami Heat. Yes, we are down. Who cares? Sometimes when you're down, you always come up. When God got your back, honey, if you are from Miami, you're always going to be good. I have the testimony, honey. I am Miami. Like, I know we always come back strong. You feel me? No matter what.
I love the enthusiasm.
Shout out to my underdogs who can still be the champions of this NBA Finals. Nothing has been, we are here for a reason. We did not come this far to just go home. We're going to be in a little stupid bubble for a minute because it will be a game 7. But I just want to say I'm so proud of my Miami Heat. They have fought. They're not perfect, but I know they're going to get this thing together. They're going to pull it through for the city and for your girl. I'm Mrs. Miami Heat. So shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Bam coming back. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Mr. Hero.
What? Also,
Hero in the building. I mean, everybody. Shout out to Dragic
last night.
Dragic got hard. He warmed up. He tried to warm up with us. Like, shout out to the Miami Heat right now. Yeah, and that's all I gotta say. Real. Friday would be a huge big game. Yes, I'm excited. I'm ready. I hope everybody else is ready. I don't care about no Lakers. I don't care about no nation if it ain't Heat Nation. So let's go ahead and start the
Eric
podcast.
Parker, come on, man. Come on with that. Don't do that. Don't do that to us. You know what I'm saying? You hear us out here with high hopes and dreams, and you trying to kill it. What's wrong with you?
I ain't worried. Nobody can stop my vibe. Nobody can hold us down. Oh no, we gonna keep it moving.
Oh my God. Okay.
I just wanted to get it out of my system. So we're gonna go ahead and start this thing. So big shout out to Florida. They extended the thing yesterday for you so that you can register to vote, which is kind of cool.
Up until 7.
So I hope everybody is ready to vote October 19th starting. You have 2 weeks before the big day, which is November 3rd. Mm-hmm. You guys, please don't wait till November 3rd. Literally, just go as quickly as you can. You don't have to go on the day of the 19th. I'm going to be in line stinking from working there. I'm going to be right there sweaty. You going the first week too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Going the first week. So that's that. Anything you want to say about that voting part?
No, just make sure that y'all make sure that y'all let your friends, family, whoever it is, don't let nobody miss voting for real. Like, if you got to take them yourself, if you got to go to pick up people and take them to the polls, y'all make sure that they vote. Yeah. Please, like, again, y'all seen the foolishness we've had to deal with. Like, we don't need to continue this. And the only way that will not continue is if we are out here voting in droves.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we doing our part.
Yeah. So that's that. Moving forward, next thing for tonight, y'all know the debate is coming up with Kamala, and y'all know I'm ready to see how she finna pull this thing off and show out for not only the black girls, but for women.
You seen the memes today? So you don't argue with a black woman, and he ain't had enough experience to be arguing with no black woman, so he is screwed. We gonna see. Come 9 o'clock, we gonna see.
Or a woman who has a voice and authority, because some men don't know how to handle a woman like that. Yeah. And his wife may just be the opposite. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, there's meek women all around the world. Nothing wrong with the meek women, but sometimes you have some Kamalas, honey, that's ready to go. Yeah. So I hope she lives up to what our expectations are, and if she don't, she don't. But I hope she could just show out, come up and show out and show out for everybody.
We'll see come 9 o'clock. We'll be talking about it next week, clearly.
Yes.
So, all right. So, and also, we just kind of wanted to touch on what's going on here. If you're not in Florida, they basically opened up Florida to what's this phase 3.
Yeah.
For us. So not, bars and stuff like that are not open for business. And some clubs are actually, but they're closed early, and they have certain restrictions. You can't have a certain amount of people. I could think they're at half capacity or whatever, and they close really early, like 11 o'clock or something like that. So I can't really say that I've noticed anything like super different. I feel like people are still in the restaurants. They're still wearing their masks other than when they're eating. They're still at half capacity. I really haven't I started seeing some people more I think the beach is where you see it the most. Even if anybody's ever been to Fort Lauderdale Beach, there is a place called the Elbow Room right there on the beach on the corner of Las Olas and I believe that's A1A. That thing was packed, and I mean packed to capacity, like quarantine was nowhere to be found. So there are places that are not really sticking to the guidelines that they're supposed to be sticking to when it comes to people's health and safety, but when you have a president who clearly doesn't give a
toot,
how can everybody else? So, we just hope y'all are continuing to stay safe out there. It doesn't matter what phase your particular state is in. Make sure that y'all are wearing y'all masks, that you are protecting yourself, because now you're not just protecting you, you're protecting your family or someone else's family. So,
yeah, true. I'm trying to figure out why my screen ain't rolling.
I don't know, boo.
It is stuck.
I don't know. All right, so
first topic for the night. Y'all know how this go. We have introductions. We have a few topics for the night. We want everybody to chime in, give your 2 cents, and if we feel your comment or not, we'll shout you out and read it and put it on the screen and let everybody know.
Yes. All right, so first topic of the night. To our black people, to our kinfolk, Why do black people feel why do black people feel they always need to compete with each other? Why do black people feel they always feel the need to compete with each other? Y'all let us know. Is that one? Do you even think that's true? Do you think that we always feel the need to compete with each other? And if so, why? Why do you think that is? Angie, what you think? Podcasters, Miss Miami is shaking her head right now. Okay.
What do I think about black people always in competition with each other?
Yes. Do you feel that we're always in competition? Like we're always competing with each other?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like we're always competing, and it's different levels to it. Like there's different ways of competing that we can talk about here. This came up because Mike Epps was talking about this on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about it from the standpoint of, him being a comedian and just always comparing what he got going on and why he ain't being this and why he ain't doing that. And he's just like, I just want to be me. So for me, I just feel like there's so many different competitions when it comes to career-wise, when it comes to friends, when it comes to relationships. Like even relationships, some people face competition in relationships.
Yeah.
It is sad because you're supposed to be in a loving relationship. Like I shouldn't be competing. Only thing we should be competing with is how much I love you versus how much you love me. And I mean, not versus, I mean like how I can love you more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That should be it.
Strictly us two.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like, oh, she doing this, so I'm like, we shouldn't be competing on that. But I think Black people competing is deeply rooted to a lot of stuff going back, and I can only go back to what I know, and that's going back to slavery times where, you know, there always had to be the one mandingo for all the baby making, and who was going to be the girl to go in the house to be the house girl, and it was just so much competition, and who can stand out, who's the best, who's the better one, when it should be like, ain't we all kind of dope? And we're getting it now that we're better in numbers, we're better together, but it's competition from A to Z in different many categories. Yeah, and I just don't understand it, but it's there, and it's sad, especially when it comes to like I said, relationships and friendships. Yeah. It's already bad enough we get it in our careers, like, hey, you could be the next whatever, or you could be the next whatever. But when it gets personal, when it comes to your family, friendships, and relationships, it shouldn't be in there. Especially friendships.
Especially friendships.
I'm not gonna listen. Family just gonna be there for, no matter as much as I don't like them or whatever. They're gonna be there. They're part of my family. But friendships, the people that I actually choose in my life, along with relationships, I'm not going to be competing with you. Like, that's not what I'm on. Yeah.
That's not especially not if, again, I think people use the word friendship extremely loosely, and that their real definition of friend is not really what a friend is supposed to be. Again, you should never be competing with your friend about anything. Yeah. About anything. Again, what's for you is for you. It's going to be for you. And again, you should be celebrating each other's wins, not competing for the same win and getting upset or jealous because that other person is doing, you know, maybe doing better in that moment or whatever the case may be. Because again, we're all going to have our moment. Maybe it's just not your moment at that time. Yeah. But I 100% agree that this all started with slavery, and we were taught to go against each other and be against each other, and
to go against each other.
We've never. I'm not gonna say never. That's a
never is a big word.
I think not. I wouldn't say never, but I would just say like we haven't fully embraced the fact it seems we haven't of community with other communities have. Think about it, like the Jewish community. When I tell you, they don't play.
Not even the Jews. Who? The Chinese.
Oh yeah, well
the Asians.
Yeah.
The Asians are like, what?
Yeah, real.
They got Chinatowns. They do their thing, and like you said, the Jewish community, man, they have whole community. They have their own schools. They don't play their own stuff.
They don't play. Like they take pride in it. Yeah, it's not a thing of, you know, it's something to look down upon. They actually take pride in it. I think that we are getting better.
We're getting there.
We're getting better at learning to lift each other up and understanding that if we are so much stronger together, and if we fully embrace that, I mean, what the impact that we would have, the power that we would have, the better communities that we would have. You understand? So it's something that we really I pray that we continue to work on, that we continue to build on, that Black Lives Matter and all these kind of movements and stuff, and Black Girl Magic and all of this stuff, it starts to truly uplift our queens and our kings, and so that we are truly embrace each other. Yeah, this is not a competition. We want everybody to win. We want you to win. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it should be. Yeah, your brother and your sister, even if I don't know you, you should be uplifting and encouraging them, not wanting them to fail. Yeah, that's true hater.
We really have a long way to go. Before I add my extra note, I want to go ahead and shout out Jason from YouTube. He said that facts. We've been down for so long that we are willing to do anything to set our head higher than another. And it's called survival.
Wow.
And I have to agree with that. Yeah. I have to agree with that. I saw something else on IG from Trill Talk, because I can't see. I'm going to have to restart mine over.
Trill Talk TV, maybe it's harder to compete with other races.
I mean, obviously. it's kind of hard because we're still fighting for equality in a lot of places.
Let's see. Johnson H. Friends from IG says conquerors, white or black, typically like to assimilate women and make men non-productive or cut off their genitalia, fingers, jail, lack of jobs, etc. Whatever way the conqueror sees unproductivity.
Yeah.
So it's we are more than capable of more. Yeah, guys.
Definitely more than capable. I just think it takes time. Before I get into my extra note I want to add to this topic, I gotta restart this because I don't know what in the world is going on with this. You guys hold on.
All right, she's coming back in un momento.
Yeah, y'all stay right there.
But yeah, I definitely think that it's y'all see her peeking. Okay. I definitely think it's something that we need to learn to work on.
Bring in.
And just become better at like Purple Drain. Hey, Purple Drain, unity is everything.
Yeah.
Amen, my brother. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Everything. And we just have to learn to start being united.
Yeah.
One front. That's it.
Yeah. What I wanted to add to that too, I see why the Jews and the Asians and whatever else race, not race, nationality, thank you, has a stronger foundation with even the Latin, the Spanish people too. Oh my God, the Spanish people have their own town. They have their own Walmart down here in Miami, child. They got to call Walmartito or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
This is why I think they have roots. Even the Haitian community, they have roots to go back to. They have people in another country that has strong roots and strong values and strong heritage. Black America, we don't have anywhere to go to. We are still building and rebuilding after being basically, hate to say this word, demolished in a certain type of way. We are still rebuilding even after the 40s and the 50s, and it's coming into the 60s and the 70s. Like we're just getting to the point of establishing our identity as a people.
Yeah.
Outside of just being part of only Africa, like we are a different type of culture. We're trying to build our culture. So I think we're going to get there, and it's going to take more time. But you have to realize these countries have thousands of years of roots and heritage, but we don't.
That's true.
You know.
That's
that
true.
We know of, that has been told to us, that has been recorded for us to learn about. Because do I think we're only just slaves? No, I think some of us was already here before Columbus got here. You feel me? I already know we was here before he got here. Not all black people was everywhere, first of all. But I just feel we're trying to establish a new black person, American culture, history, and this is one of the things we have to face, which is competition.
Yeah,
and put the crab in a bucket type of mentality.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes.
So, you know, it's
it'll get.
It's gonna
get
better.
Faith that it'll get there,
and I think we're getting there.
And I think that we are doing better. I just think that we have to continue that, and it has to be constantly pushed into not only our families, but the children, because those are the people who continue on when we're gone.
Yeah,
you have to push into them how important it is to uplift and to have pride, and not only yourself but in your people. And
yeah. My last
I want
point,
it so bad.
My last point I wanted to add before we move on to the next topic, because you guys, we have 4 topics left for the night. We want everybody to chime in, let us know how you feel, listen to our points. Before we move on, I wanted to quickly add, Black people are the youngest culture on this earth. Black Americans are the youngest babies. We are the babies when it comes to race, when it comes to heritage. Black America is the babies. If you think about it, every other culture is so deeply rooted. Like Sierra got the song deeply, we rooted. We are the babies. We are the infants when it comes to everybody else. Even though the motherland is original. But I'm saying Black Americans
in comparison to
compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
The Asian countries, the Europeans, the Latin, all Latin countries, even all the way up to Canada and Irish, and I mean they are rooted in culture, man. And we are sitting here building it through rap, through sports, through poets, through painters. Like we're trying to build something that has not existed before. We have nothing to hold on. Yeah, and because half of our existence, we're trying to throw it away because it was very bad. It was slavery. It was, so we only have a culture of a couple of, not even 100 years, maybe 40 years of being, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not 40. 100%. I'll say 80 years, maybe 100 years. Because the other ones we had to just throw. We're trying to get past that. So all of that has to be removed. And it's just sad because we're trying to rebuild. So we are the youngest people on this planet Earth. But honey, God knows, because God created us to be here right now. The youngest always wins, i.e., heat. Let's go.
And Purple Drain, I guess I answered your question. He asked who you think win in Game 5, and clearly she just answered it.
Please,
I mean, there was no real question.
I'm wearing it right now. Y'all don't go win Game 5. Just stop it. Just stop it right now.
All right.
Moving on
to the next topic. Thank y'all for commenting on that topic. All right, next topic. Okay, we're gonna go into some self-care right now. We're gonna talk about ourselves right now. So, what is it that you love most about yourself? Doesn't matter what nobody else say, what nobody else has to say about you or nothing. What is it that you love most about you and why?
Yes. So shout out to everybody joining in. We have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. You guys go ahead and chime in. Thank you all for joining and staying and getting through these things with us. But like Shay said, what is it that we love most about ourselves? You want to start?
I think yes. We asked this question because it's so important for you to always, we talk about this all the time, self-reflection. It's so important for you to not always seek for acceptance and love from outside people, from people that are, not you. The first person who should love you should be you. So you have to know what your strengths are and what you love most about yourself. And I would say for me, what I love most about myself is I feel like I'm a very caring person. I care about even if I don't know you, I'm very sensitive to people's emotions and what they're going through. And I feel like that's a trait to be admired. A lot of the times when I will go out of my way to help a neighbor. I will go out of my way to help a homeless person. I will go out of my way. Like, that's just me because I care about people. And I feel like, no matter what you do in life, everybody needs help sometimes. Everybody has their moments and their periods, and we never know what people are going through. And that's how life is so much easier when you're just someone who is willing to help others. In my opinion, it's just so much easier. And I'm so much happier when I'm helping others, when I feel like I've been of assistance to someone else. So I would say that's what I love most about myself. Not a lot of people, in my opinion, have that trait. Not as far as I would go with it, and sometimes my husband says I care too much because I put myself in situations that could, potentially be harmful or dangerous. And again, I plead the blood every time I leave my house and I go anywhere, and things can still happen to you, but I try not to think about those things. I still just try to do what I feel is right in that moment. But I do try to be mindful of, my safety, if that's the best way to put it. So
the best way you can.
Yeah.
The best way you can. Y'all hear me? I have to agree with you on that because I think sometimes Shayla would sense like when something is off with me, or she may feel, I don't know what she does, but she'd be like, "Oh, you good?" I'd be like,
"Don't do that."
Like, what do you mean?
Don't do that.
But then she'd be acting like at the right time. You know what I mean? Like,
or I won't ask if I feel like it's. not a time
Yeah, like
task.
she just may act just out of the blue. It'd be like, Shayla, I'm fine. I don't be fine at the moment, but I always.
And then I know
fine.
you'll tell me when you're ready, or maybe you won't. But
Yeah.
I'm asking because I'm noticing it, and I think that's important because sometimes people just need to know that you care. I think that's why suicide rates and all that and depression is so big, because we can't just be focused on ourselves. We have to help our fellow man for real. Yeah. Like it makes it so much easier, and life is just so much better when people care about people.
Yeah.
So
real quick before I get into my thing, we have the musical genius from Twitter. He said, "My relationship with God, nothing else matters. I'm engaged, but God comes before my fiance."
Amen.
Come on now.
Amen.
He got to be the head.
Got to be.
If that ain't work, I mean, fellas are the head. They say, you the head, lady is the neck. But really, the head is the Lord, honey. Mm-hmm. So I agree with you. I'm the musical genius. That was good for me. I think what I love most, like absolutely most about myself, besides my morals and integrity, besides that, because that's very big for me, and besides my faith, the thing I really, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I just talked about this the other day. The way that I can maneuver out of a problem, rather it be in life,
no one like you, honey.
Rather it be around the house, rather it be a car, rather it be a glitch. When I stumble upon a rock or a mountain or a ocean that I don't have no boat for,
and no players for, honey.
I don't have no paddle. I don't have nothing. Mm-hmm. What I love about myself is that I would scramble and I would figure it out. And I would get over the ocean, over the lake, some type of way, even if I have to swim across it, even if I have to walk through it, even if I have to build something real quickly. I am so grateful. I tell God this all the time, like, thank you for making me like this, because no matter what comes my way, it may take me out for like a quick second, but I automatically think of a way. Try this, Angela. Try that. Do that. No matter what it is.
Yeah.
As small as it can be. That means as small as go get some tea tree for something. You know what I mean? Like, figure it out until you can really fix it the normal way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, being able to figure it out for me has just brought me to where I'm at today. Like, being able to figure out every single thing, like Mrs. Fix It, no matter from A to Z.
Yeah, it's really true. Like, if you really, really know her, if anybody who truly, truly knows her knows that Annie she doesn't worry about anything. She always knows she's gonna be, whatever happens, she's gonna be good. But she is absolutely amazing at taking a situation that seems like it may be bleak, it may be, there's an issue and she don't know how it's gonna get fixed. She is the person who always finds a way around the issue. Like, she is the problem solver.
Yeah. Like,
for real. So that's so true.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things physically I just can't do, but I'm going to say this word, nigga rig it until it gets done the right way.
Yeah.
Like,
until you can do something different. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, God gave me the nigga rig to have it all across my life. And I've always just been so grateful for that. Like, I'm never going to be a deer in headlights when it comes to anything. I am quickly ready to be the problem solver. Like, okay, this happened. Boom. Okay. Let me fix it. Boom. Okay. Let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so grateful for that. So like I said, outside of my morals, my integrity, my faith, like all of that is definitely at the top layer. You know what I mean? But that gift of being able to figure it out, being figure outable, like, that's a word for me. I will figure outable to death. And it ain't gonna stop. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm gonna do everything I know to do to get that thing done.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's seriously, like, you have to love on yourself, y'all. If no, doesn't matter if no one else ever does it.
Yeah.
You have to love on yourself. You have to understand what's great, the great things about you, and make sure that you
water those.
Yeah,
too.
you have to.
And ask for be grateful for them. Put them in your top 5 of your grateful list, because those things really help you through life. Like you said, that just gives you peace and joy. Like that calms you down. So
it does.
Depression ain't gonna happen, you know, ain't gonna go too far, because if you go help somebody, it's gonna deplete it, you know, it's gonna remove that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like just being grateful of the talents and the gifts God has given us, and us recognizing it and thanking him for it.
Every day.
Come on now.
Every day. All right, y'all. So moving on to the next about to watch the VP debate. I know. We going off in about 15 minutes, so we're gonna jump on it too.
We let them breathe a little bit, you know.
I don't think they're gonna jump right into it, so we got time. All right. Topic number 3. What does a healthy and happy relationship look like to y'all? What is your and we already know everybody's definition of what's a healthy and happy relationship is very different. Nobody has the same definition. So, in your opinion, what is the definition of a healthy and happy relationship? What's some descriptive words that you can throw out there?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, what was that face for, honey? Tell us.
It's just a great question.
Okay. Well, I guess because I'm married, I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and start. Yes, ma'am.
Please, let's just go ahead and start. Honey.
A healthy and happy relationship. I think it looks like. Oh my God.
That's your mic, though.
Yeah.
So.
All right. It looks like, in my opinion, it looks like it's. I don't know the best way to describe it. I would just say it's calm, even in a storm. It's just the thought that person is your best friend. That person is your friend.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
For sure. Your communication and your way of being goes beyond what someone else can explain. Nobody can explain what you all have. It's just you can finish each other's sentences. It's understanding that even in an argument, you know what the other person needs. You understand where what you need to stop and what you may need to halt on. In particular conversations, I think that most of relationships are tested when everything is not good and everything is not fine. And in those times is when you see what a relationship is really, really about. How much someone respects you, how much somebody cares about your feelings, how much somebody cares about what's best for you and your best interests and what in your future and whatever your family's future and all of those moments. It's not when times are good. Everyone's always good when times is good. The test is when it's not. In those moments is when, in my opinion, you see a healthy and happy relationship. Is how people deal with turmoil, with issues, with problems. That's when you see it.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
Okay. For me, dang, I hear that. I just heard it. Oh, that's probably why you had it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Just. Oh, you can put it back. They won't be able to hear you either. For me, a healthy and happy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into you guys, we see a lot of you guys' comments. We're going to go ahead and read them out. But a happy and healthy relationship to me looks like happy. I want to make sure I continue making myself happy without him.
Mm-hmm.
Because days when he can do everything to make me smile and giggle and laugh, if I'm not happy within my own self, it won't even matter.
Amen.
So I want to make sure I continue to work on me and pour into me and water myself, even though I have my love and my life right there doing what he needs to do to try, add some what's the maneuver called for plants? What's the stuff you put on the plants to grow, y'all?
Water?
No. Come on, I don't mess up my little thing. What is it called? They use boo-boo.
Manure.
No, but it's another name for it, Shay.
Oh, fertilizer.
Fertilizer. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jason, on YouTube. Okay. So while I'm watering myself and filling myself up and making sure I continue to be happy within myself, I still need him to be my fertilizer as well, as I continue doing what I need to do regardless.
Yes.
So that's the first happiness part about me, that I think a happy relationship is. What?
Purple Drain laughing because we couldn't figure out the word.
Oh. So happy and healthy. A healthy relationship is a communicative relationship. Like, we have to communicate to the T. We have to be able to understand each other. We have to understand each other. So we need to communicate to understand each other, because we could communicate all day. We could be talking about stuff all day, honey. But if you're not understanding me and I'm not understanding you, we have a problem. Mayday, mayday, mayday. You know what I mean? So
mayday, mayday,
for
mayday.
Me, no, for real, because people can talk all day, like, but if you're not understanding the person, you're not even trying
100%.
to, you know what I mean? So happy and healthy to me is just communication. Always trying to figure out what makes that person tick and talk, you know what I mean? Trying to like outdo the title. Like, that's my thing. Like, when I get into the right relationship, I'm not just giving, you know, all the jewels and all of that extra outside of the booty. There's other jewels too that people just give away. I'm not giving you my all outside of sex. Like, there's other things on top of sex that's just bomb. I'm not gonna go out my way for you, because you're what have you committed to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't deserve that if you're not committed. So for me, I will go all out duty, my best, whatever my all out is in my head that I think, for my man when I can for him, and vice versa. I want him to show out. I want him to be surprised. I want him to surprise me. I want him to, love on me and cater to me too. I'm just not going to be the caterer.
Amen.
You know, I'm not finger licking, honey. I'm not going to be just a catering all over the place, and you can't be coming back to me. So I want to be catered to, and I want to be the caterer, and I want to love on him, and I want us to communicate very well, and I want us both to have individual happiness reset buttons for ourselves. And that's really what happy and healthy means to me. But to me, honestly, it's about communication, because with that, everything else can fall in line, from being honest to being loving to being supportive to being everything.
100%.
Yeah.
100% agree.
We're going to go ahead and read you guys' stuff. Your responses. We have Jason on YouTube. He said, fully
enamored.
Ooh, with each other in every way, and would adjust to make it so. That's a living union.
Ooh, thank you, Jason.
Living and loving union, he said.
Thank you, Jason, for that.
We got Trey.
So true.
Trey Layson, he said, will put the ice starters on for me, or are you the Collins to my OJ? Okay.
The musical genius.
We have Twitter. He said, Jesus at the center, Ephesians 5:25. Jesus don't love you when you are lovable.
Jesus at the center.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you already know he got to be at the center. He got to be at the center, honey. Period. Purple Drain said best friends first. And again, I 100% agree. Like,
yeah, because you have to like each other. I've learned that
outside of the
years.
love part, because you ain't always gonna love him, ladies. I'm sorry. It's not gonna. Let's just honest. You're not always going to love him. Sometimes he's gonna get on your last nerve, baby. Okay, now in your heart, deep in your heart, you gonna always love him. But there's gonna be the moments where you gonna question it, like, ooh, because you get on my nerves, dude. Same thing. It ain't no different. Don't shade me.
I know we get on y'all nerves.
We know we get on y'all nerves too. But in those times, that's when the friendship comes in. You know what I'm saying? When you start valuing the things that truly, truly matter. Yeah. Past the love part.
Yeah. I like that.
Let's see.
Who else we got?
Mr. Conweezy said, I can't with you. Let's see. I can't. Some of y'all is just crazy with these comments. Let's see. Purple Drain says, "Be our peace."
Be our peace.
Okay, I think we try. I think we try to be. We try our best to be y'all peace, but sometimes y'all ain't our peace. You know.
Respect.
Just saying. Freddie McCoy says, "Respect." All right, guys. So I mean, again, y'all. It's definitely a thing. Like, we're asking these questions because we
just got to alert.
Time. I know.
From Twitter said debate is on. I know everybody's saying bye. I know the debate is on. We got one last question. If you guys can just hang on real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. What's the last question for tonight?
Last question. Okay. What can someone do that makes them immediately unattractive to you? Can someone do that makes them immediately unattractive to you, even if you are, like, no matter how attractive they are, what could make them immediately unattractive to you? And I'm literally just going to say,
even if you're attracted to them, what can make them unattractive? That's good.
I would say bad hygiene.
Okay.
Bad hygiene. I think that's a key for me, because it speaks so much further about you and what you care about, and so bad hygiene will immediately did that.
Yeah. Now, if you don't have the money and the funds,
still,
you just got to try your best, man. You got to try your best. That's all you can do.
Okay, for you. True Talk TV said asking for money immediately. Really,
yeah, Jason on YouTube also said bad hygiene. This is true.
Definitely bad hygiene for me. Purple Drain says sleeping with another man. Okay. Okay. I feel that.
Trey Layson said an attitude.
Okay.
An attitude? What type of attitude?
What type of attitude? No, but I can feel that though. I can see how that, definitely.
Oh, let me just pause. Time out. Flag on the play. Shout out to Kill Kenny 718. He said, "Man, if these people don't DVR that debate and give y'all full time."
All right, Kill Kenny 718.
Thank you. Right. So you know what? For that, we're gonna add one more comment, because it's gonna be replays. It's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, and we can do it right there in the midst of the time, because we did have another one we wanted to talk about. So just for you, Kill Kenny 718, whoever else wants to stay, we may have just one more, because we have not hit our hour like we normally do. But anyway, so,
and again, all of these topics, guys, are just to get your mind going and have you think about things. Sometimes I think we just don't think about like the smallest things in different situations, and it's important to think about. I have
mine.
Okay, what's yours?
This is such a turn off. It is a turn off to the T. Oh God. Okay.
I gotta look away.
The turn off for me is not living in the moment. And what I mean by this is you're so serious about life. You can't joke. You can't smile. You take things so serious as if it has to be this way, like a robot. And if you like that, I can only imagine what else is like that.
Ooh. I can only imagine.
Can you live? Are you a human or are you a robot?
Oh my God.
I hate to see when there's a handsome and bomb looking man, like just so gorgeous looking man, and from his looks from his personality, as you may think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you kind of find out they're so robotic.
Trey Lacy says shots fired. Oh my God.
I mean, it's not really the shots fired. I think that's just been my whole life. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like serious men. Like, why?
Who
like
take themselves too seriously.
They take
like, there's
themselves-
a time and a place.
Yeah,
I
like
get that.
I just feel like, yeah, you have to be serious at times, but are you going to be able to enjoy the moment? Can you be in a restaurant and be like, okay, we're going to play a game, scream? You ain't going to scream because you like, scream for what? Why? Man, can you go run down the street real quick and do
Again, that's being equally yoked. That goes back to being equally yoked.
Come on. Because me, I don't take, life is very short. And I don't live life like tomorrow is my last. But I do live life like today is a day to why not? You know what I mean? And I just feel like life is so short. There's no need to take life so serious because it could be taken from you. You could be doing everything the way you need to. When God says it's time, your time to be up, it's your time to be up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I just think I hate when I realize men are robotic. They are materialistic. I had to put them two together. Taking life too serious and you're materialistic. Oh. I gotta go. I don't care how fine you is. I don't care how fine you. I don't care how fine you is. I don't care how you look. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you got going on. If you are a robot, I don't date robots. I date humans who serve God. You know what I mean? I just can't.
I love that.
And you're materialistic too.
That's a good one.
Like you live for things.
You know, that's a definite turn off.
The things define.
That's a definite turn off.
Like those things define who you are. Your car defines you. Your money defines you. Your status defines you. Like without those things, if those things were stripped from you tomorrow, who are you? Who would I have in front of me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because you wouldn't know. So
Jason said, "Yeah, I need your personality to be juicy, not dry."
Yes, Trey. Like what he said, make a woman laugh and you can have her heart.
Amen.
Man, stop being robots. We don't need any robots. We are women. Like, you know, I know God created y'all first, and He was,
and then He took it there,
butt naked and broke.
Both naked and broke, Lord.
But I know God created y'all first, and He was like, "Dang, I really messed up. Let me make this. Let me just make this woman because woman is, you know."
She gonna balance you out.
She gonna get him all together. But I understand that, but fellas.
It's a time and a place. It's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And you have to know who you are without things. You know, I think that's definitely a big one for me. People who
just material,
you know, value things and money. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Like it's one thing, you can have lots of money, but you don't have to be materialistic. Mm-hmm. You don't value the thing. Of course, we all have to have money. Let's be for real. We have to have money to live in this world. We don't have to worship it, but we have to have it, right? But it's one thing when you know you have to have it and you use it as a thing or a tool to do a lot of to do many things. Mm-hmm. But to use it as your identity.
Oh, sis.
Oh,
I like that, girl.
Come on now, girl.
That was
the Lord be speaking to me, honey. And
I like that, sis. When you use it as your identity.
Money, your identity. Like that's your ID?
Oh.
That's all you gotta. So your ID say money, money, money. It don't say, you know, I'm this, that.
But you know, that would not be the case if the opposite sex didn't accept it.
Again, it's all about who you're equally yoked to.
Yes.
Go find who is your tribe. You do your thing. But for me in my house,
your tribe,
in my tribe,
no ma'am.
You can't be no robot and you can't be worshiping things. I don't care if you have a little bit of money or a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Period. Point blank. Moving on.
Amen. Big facts.
Oh, we got to get people's opinion. Talking about moving on real quick. So let me do Kill Kenny because he did tell us to keep it popping and have everybody DVR the thing. So he said, thinking being strong means being constantly combative.
Okay.
So that's his thing to say what he. Okay,
so that would make it immediately unattractive.
Yeah.
Okay. Strength being shown as constant
combative.
Okay, I got that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Because strength is many
and it can easily be masked as being combative. Yeah. So I understand that. Okay. All right.
Anybody else we wanted to, before Purple Jane talking about preach Miami? Oh, Trill Talk, when she say she only have male friends, stop it, y'all. Because at one point, I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of, and I mean real friends. No
real
buddies,
friends, not no
bed buddies, no none of that, no touchy buddies, like real. Now, some of them, I don't know what their thoughts were. Some of them, I knew exactly who they were. But still, I had more male friends than women, because women, I don't know what's going on with me and women, or I don't know. I try my best.
I think it goes back to that first topic.
What?
Sometimes when we were talking about about people competing with each other, I think unfortunately, women tend to feel like you have to compete when you're
in friendships.
Yeah.
But thank God for the ones God has blessed me with. I try to love on them as much as I can. I try to care as much as I can. I'm not perfect, but I do try to acknowledge the people who are just dope in my life. So moving on. For real, the last topic for real for tonight, you guys. We also want to watch the debate, because again, she's a woman. She's taking charge. We want to see how this thing plays out. So we're gonna cut it short tonight, even though I don't want to cut it short. Even though our homeboy over here, Kill Kenny, don't want to cut it short, but we're gonna do it just because we want to see this woman in history be on VP-ish. You feel me?
Okay. And the last one for the night. And we're gonna try to say them as quickly as possible. 5 things you should never bring up in an argument. 5 things you should never bring up in an argument, or 5 things you should avoid in an argument.
Okay.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And fellas, y'all don't say nothing crazy, okay? Don't say nothing crazy, but 5 things you should never bring up in an argument.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with, and this is not in any particular order. Okay. I'm going to go with past, like exes.
Oh, God.
Never bring up an ex, because that immediately takes that conversation to a whole nother level. Do not constantly bring up the past.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 5 things you should never bring up in an argument. Do not start cussing at the other person. Like, never start cussing never start cussing or using, particular language, or calling somebody anything other than their name.
Ooh.
5 things you should never bring up in an argument. I can't really think of nothing else other than them 3.
That's 3 or 4.
I said 3.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm saying I'm supposed to come up with 5, but I can only think of 3.
I thought you came up with 4.
No, I said exes, cussing, and any like past thing, like constantly bringing up the past.
Okay,
because you're never gonna get anywhere that way. We're running in circles.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I can think about.
So we have a few that says, of course, bringing up past is very corny. Trill Talk TV said bringing up package sizes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, that's why. Don't bring up my mama. Talk about their mama and all of that. So
Trey Layson said, wait. Yes. Forgot about that one. That's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah. So Trey Layson on YouTube. Weight, parents, and comparisons. That's good. That's
a strong good. 3.
Yes.
That's a strong 3.
Now I don't know about this one, Trey. He said friendships. Now sometimes, depending on the situation of the friendship, if it feels like a friendship is threatening the relationship of who you with, you may have to bring that up and have a conversation about what's going on with that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So.
All right, we are literally less than 20 seconds remaining on IG. We appreciate y'all for joining tonight. Thank y'all for being late and watching the debate, but y'all make sure y'all check it out. Yeah, as soon as y'all get off, y'all go check out the debate. Thank y'all for watching. We love y'all. See y'all next Wednesday, 8 p.m.
And that's for IG.
Yes. Bye, IG.
Bye, IG.
All right, so
I'm going to go ahead and finish tonight, and I'll come back for IG to finish because we do have a podcast here. They do want to hear what's going on, what my response would be.
Mm-hmm.
There were some good ones. I think for me, bringing up, like exes is, why are we talking about the past? Like, I don't like that. Like,
yeah.
And comparing me to any other body, especially comparing me to an ex, that is a no-no. Because it's over with that argument. Those are hard to think about. Maybe because I haven't had an argument in so long. But the 5 that I did find, I thought was very kind of cool. Very important was everything you ever been mad before. Like you said, bringing up the past. So everything you ever been mad about. Everything you ever been mad about.
Yes.
So
bring
from
it all up.
From 1999, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's 2020. Their insecurities. And the buttons to push.
Yes. We all do.
Yep.
We all do.
The exes, we already said that. Their exes, your exes, their exes, and it's over.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you don't just jump out all willy-nilly and just say we done. Like,
you know what? Forget
out
this.
Of emotion.
That's why I'm done. Forget you. I'm over.
Yeah, just out of being hot in that moment.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Yeah.
Recipe for disaster, baby.
Yeah, but I can only think of 2. That's so crazy. So yeah, don't bring up no exes. Don't bring up my exes. Don't compare me to nobody. Don't sit here and ask why they got to do this and do. Definitely don't insult my intelligence.
That's a good one. You see the eye cut? Ooh. Yeah, that's a real one. Right
now
there.
You're trying me.
Yeah. But again, it's about knowing that person. It's about knowing that button, because what could potentially piss me off would not piss her off. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about knowing that button. I know the button that's gonna get my husband hot. I know. Mm-hmm. If I say it, I already know this conversation is no longer calm and collected. We are at each other's neck. We'll saying all kinds of things we shouldn't be saying.
Yeah.
So
true.
You got to know your person. And again, all these conversations are about, guys, knowing people and learning from your mistakes. Again, y'all have given us great advice. Y'all have given me great advice for things that I've actually taken into my relationship, and I've reevaluated things or maybe changed how I approach some things, and it's helped. So again, all of these things are literally, these conversations are just for growth. They're growth purposes. It's for you to learn.
That's what we're here for. That's why we have these topics to help all of us grow. Oh God, help all of us grow. And we make sure, we want to just have y'all minds thinking about some stuff. For everybody that may be in a situation and may have you say, you know what, let me think about this differently.
Yep.
Let me go home. Let me, when the debate is over, when the game is over, let me say this to him. Let me say this to her. So this is what we do. We like to have thought-provoking topics for you guys to have you think. And like Shay said, like from doing the podcast, she's learned a lot. She's applied a lot of things just from you guys' feedback. So if you are listening on the podcast, if you ever have a chance to watch us live on Wednesdays at 8-ish, come over and join us. You may have a tab for us that we can incorporate in our life. And as you can hear on the podcast, I hope we have done the same thing like you guys have done for us. That we have helped you realize some things and have you thinking just a little different. We ain't trying to change you, but we just trying to plant some seeds to have you thinking a little different. So with that being said, y'all know the debate is on. We're going to go ahead and sit here and root for Kamala like this is the Heat game, honey.
Okay.
And we're going to have a great rest of the evening. The podcast will be up tomorrow for everybody who's still watching us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Twitch. You get to hear the audio version when everybody else is listening to it on Thursday mornings. Other than that, I want to shout out everybody who is on the podcast, who tune in every week to listen to us from all over the world. We have so many different countries right now. It is amazing. So we want to thank you guys. Go ahead and like our podcast on the platforms that you are listening to. Whether it be Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, so many other places. Switcher, like so many other podcast platforms. You guys can go ahead and, like the podcast, give us some stars. Stars, what a 5 of them.
5, honey.
Comment, let people know why you listen to us. We so appreciate that. And yeah, I have nothing else to add. Go Heat on Friday, honey. Hello.
On Friday.
Hello. Because we Game 7. We need Game 7. I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this right now. We will win Game 5. Okay? We're going to take a game at a time. We're going to win Game 5 and worry about 6 and 7 later. So other than that, I have nothing to say. I want to thank everybody for joining in tonight from all over. From IG. We got YouTube still in the building. We still got Twitter in the building.
Thank you, Jason. Therapy.
Yeah, Trey. Everybody, we appreciate y'all. Facebook in the building. So thank you guys so much. We are out of here.
Yes.
And any last words before I close it out?
No, we love y'all for free. That's about it.
Ain't for free?
For
you
free,
can't get
baby.
Nowhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So your sisters for life.
I'm trying to do like a little gang sign. That ain't work. All right. So I'm going to say for life. Okay. Brings me turn 2. No. That's just stick to the strip. So good night, good morning, and good afternoon to everybody. And see you guys next week. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much.
We'll holla.
Until Wednesday.
Go
8-ish.
Heat.
Hero vibe.
You did.